we are sending out a red alert, one of many that I have issued in less than 1 year as Secretary General of the World Meteorological Organization, and this is another SOS to the planet. The State of Climate Update confirms that 2024 is on track to be the hottest year on record, hotter even than 2023, which smashed all previous records. 2015-2024 will be the warmest 10 years on record. The pace of climate change in the space of just one generation is alarming. What will it look like for the next generation, for our children and our children's children? When I look in the eyes of my 1-year-old grandson, I feel responsible for his future, for the future of so many millions of other children. This is what drives me as Secretary General of the World Meteorological Organization. The January-September 2024 global average near surface temperature was 1.54 degrees Celsius above the 1850-19 pre-industrial area. There is a margin of uncertainty of plus minus 0.13 degrees Celsius in this. WMO consolidates 6 international data sets to give a single authoritative temperature figure to inform policy making. Is that figure you can see there. This includes Copernicus Climate Change Service, which issued its report last week. So what are the implications of the WMO report for the Paris Agreement? What are the implications? As monthly and annual warming temporarily surpass 1.5 degrees Celsius, it is important to emphasize that this does not mean that we have failed to meet the long-term temperature goal of the Paris Agreement. Recorded global temperature anomalies at monthly and annual timescales can vary widely because of natural phenomena. For example, El Niño has played a role in the 2024 warmth. The long-term temperature goal set in the Paris Agreement refers to global temperature levels sustained as an average over decades. In order to inform decision makers on this, WMO has established an international task team of experts. The initial indication is that long-term global warming is currently likely to be about 1.3 degrees Celsius compared to the 1850-19 baseline. There are more than just statistics, more than just graphs. Every fraction of a degree of warming matters and increases climate extremes, impacts, and risks. Temperatures are only part of the picture. Climate change plays out before our eyes on an almost daily basis in the form of extreme weather. This year, we saw record-breaking rainfall and flooding events and terrible loss of lives in so many countries, causing heartbreak to communities on every continent. The incredible amount of rain in Spain was a wake-up call. How much more water a warmer atmosphere can hold? Rapidly intensifying tropical cyclones cause a massive economic and human toll. We saw this with Hurricane Beryl, Helen, and Milton. Increased heat scorched dozens of countries, with temperatures topping 50 degrees Celsius on a number of occasions. That is too hot to be handled. El Niño aggravated drought and hunger. Ocean content in 2023 was the highest on record, and preliminary data showed 2024 has continued that trend. Ocean warming is irreversible on centennial to millennial timescales. Glacier loss is worsening. Antarctic sea ice extent was the second lowest on record. Sea level rise, driven by the warming oceans and melting ice, is accelerating and has doubled over the period of the past 30 years. And greenhouse gases, the drivers of our rapid climate change, are at record observed levels. Carbon dioxide concentration has increased by 51% since the pre-industrial era. It has increased by more than 11% in just 2 decades. To conclude, I would reiterate our urgent appeals that we have to rapidly reduce greenhouse gases emissions to mitigate the warming. We need to strengthen observations and monitoring of our changing climate, including through the WMO Global Greenhouse Gas Watch. And we need to step up support for climate change adaptation through climate information services and the Early Warnings for All initiative of the UN Secretary General. I thank you.